All right, ready, sit, and go. Welcome to the Hammer of Heretics podcast. That sounds so good to say. The Hammer of Heretics podcast. Anyways, we're back today to do a toxic masculinity test. We've been talking a lot about masculinity and self-defense, and we want to see just how masculine we are, right? I'd say very masculine, but others might disagree. Others say that we're toxic, right? That our masculinity is very toxic, so I thought we might take the toxic masculinity test. You know, just a regular, secular, person made this test on, and so we want to see if they think that, if we are very masculine, it's going to say that we're super toxic, okay? So we want to see just how toxic we are. And here I have David Espinoza joining me. I'd say he's not that manly, but we'll see today who is more toxic, who is more manly, who wins the title of manliest on Hammer of Heretics podcast. Oh yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Baby. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Well, David.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't use flattery to get my way even if I thought it would succeed.
Agree?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, good. Other people seem to get angrier than I do in similar circumstances.
Honestly, I think you get angrier
Yeah.
in circumstances that other people wouldn't get angry.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't get angry in. But in other circumstances, you don't get angry. That other people would.
So, slightly disagree?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, how do I do this?
Just click it. Oh, we'll click the middle, right here.
Oh, there you go.
And then put next. Okay, so it does not matter to me whether my friends are gay or straight. Okay. I guess you gotta ask the question, what is a true friend, right? A true friend is gonna lead you, wants the best for you, and is gonna lead you to the best, right? And I want the best for them, and I want to lead them to the best, right? Obviously, I would want the best for, if my friend turned out, thought he was gay or whatever. I would want the best for him, but he won't be on the same level of friendship with me as he would if he was someone that had the exact same beliefs as I did. Because, they're at that point they're so delusional, if they have that kind of mindset that we wouldn't be able to relate to each other in that way. And so yeah, no. It does matter whether my friends are gay or straight.
Okay, well, my question 2 for me, this is, something makes me angry almost every day. What do you think?
I don't know. When I see you, not every day, but I don't know, when you're home, I have no idea.
What are you trying to say, Solito? No! I'm not angry!
He's not angry.
Every day? Let me see. I get annoyed a lot.
Yeah, but does that really seem like, is that the same thing as anger? I think annoyance is like a little less. It's a little lesser degree.
Almost every day. Can I leave it in the middle?
Sure.
Yeah.
You should put next. Okay. A man should always have the final say about decisions in his relationship or marriage. I agree. I think, what?
No, I'm just looking at your question. A man should always have the final say about
decisions in his relationship or marriage, yeah. And that's not to say that he won't consider the advice or the, his wife's thoughts on an issue, but he's the one that's going to make the final decision because he's the leader, So yeah, next.
Oh, question 3 for me. I have mocked manly women and or girly men with derogatory sexual slurs. I don't know about manly women.
Okay. We have made fun of people like that, but we don't. I guess I'm not really familiar with the slurs, anyways. But but if I was, I would.
No, I think what they mean by slurs would be something like, I don't know.
But we don't call them slurs. We just make fun of them.
Yeah, pretty much. I either say like, well, I don't really. If I make fun of someone, it's because they're on TV or whatever, or if it's like my brother or my brothers. Those are the only people that I kind of make fun of. Well, actually, I guess people I know, but it's all in good spirit.
Okay, okay, put it agree, but like halfway. That one, yeah. Okay.
Wait, I think I'm gonna put strong agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you put back.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Next. Okay. When I get angry, I calm down faster than most people.
I think so. I think when you get angry, you don't like burst out, in a fury, in a fireball of anger. You kind of just.
I feel like I always like just stay silent when I'm angry. No.
What?
Sound like a woman.
Can we just do this already? Can we just start the podcast already? Just kidding.
So I'm like a woman in that sense.
I wouldn't say it like a woman.
So when I get angry, it's because yeah. I just put halfway agree.
You're just impatient. That's it. Okay, so question 4 for me, right?
Yeah.
Question 4 for me. This is. It says, "It is not good for a boy to be taught how to cook, sew, clean the house, and take care of younger children." Honestly, I don't think I agree with that. I mean, I think it's good for a guy to know how to cook for himself, especially especially if there's like some sort of emergency and you need to learn how to, and to keep the house ordered. I think Father Ripperger says that it's your job as the man of the house to take care of everything in the house. You know what I mean? You're in charge of all that. So my wife would be my helpmate in that. So I mean, maybe not so. So it's it's a good thing, but it's not like that necessary. The most necessary would be cook and clean, and how to take care of kids. Because it's just basic necessity. But so that's it. I guess I'll just kind of mildly disagree with that. Because I think it can be good. You just need to know. You need to know how to take it. Just the same way that you take a shower or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways.
Okay. People sometimes bother me just by being around me. Yes.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Like sometimes they don't even need to say anything. Their very presence angers me.
Yeah. I mean, there's people like that in everyone's life. Like Saint Therese of Lisieux. There were some nuns that she had that experience with. So it's a human thing. Okay, being around gay people makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why you don't like it when they do this?
Just kidding. Unhand me. Like someone who's like currently acting on that. Yeah, I think I would.
Oh yeah,
I would strongly agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone who's repentant, then I'll kind of be a little bit more comfortable or less uncomfortable. But
okay, I can make myself angry about something in the past just by thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could definitely, but it's not like I'm like I'm just like
brooding all the time.
Yeah, just
remember that one time when you
stole
my cookies.
Halfway agree.
Okay. A guy who spends a lot of time on his looks isn't very manly. But okay, well it says a lot of time. You gotta spend some time. Reasonable amount. When you spend too much time.
Yeah, because there comes a point where if you don't spend any time on your looks, you just look like a homeless guy, and you look like someone that I think a lot of your hygiene and stuff that has a lot to say about the kind of person you are. So usually if you're like all like your hair's all messed up and you're all like in rags or whatever, or like in just clothes that are not appropriate for the situation, then that just shows that you're not a very responsible guy. Like if you go to mass in sandals and cargo shorts. Then...
Yeah. But I mean, when I read this question, the person that I think about is the guy who's, trimming his eyebrows, making him look super smooth, putting extra lotion or whatever. I mean, if you have dry skin, whatever. But there's some people who are like super adamant about like, oh.
Yeah, I think a guy who's always like he doesn't want to get dirty.
Yeah, the guy that doesn't want to get dirty,
So it really depends on what they mean by this, because I think a guy should spend... Well, I guess it spends a lot of time. So you shouldn't spend that much time. Just a good amount. Just an okay amount.
Yeah, mildly agree.
Yeah. Okay, guys should act strong even if they feel scared or nervous inside. Yep, I agree all the way. Because, I mean, if you're the man of the... If you're the husband, right? A woman is always going to be more emotional, and that's how God created them to be. We're supposed to be like that rock for them. And even though we feel like maybe nervous too or scared, obviously we should acknowledge that feeling we have inside us. But if we're like, oh, to your wife, and you're like, I feel so bad, and blah blah blah, and you're just pouring out onto her, you're no longer being that rock, And what you should do is actually just ask God for that strength to stay strong,
Exactly. I mean, like you gotta own it. You gotta own the way that you feel. Definitely consult people that you trust, especially if you think it's a problem. But if it's just emotion, because I guess there are some days where you might feel this way or that way. Then you kind of don't really need to. If it's something like minor, if you're struggling with crippling depression or crippling anxiety, maybe. Well, I think you should kind of like tell someone about that. But it's for the sake of solving the problem. Oftentimes when women, kind of show their hearts to their husbands, it's kind of like to get consolation, to show that, that the spouse cares for her and that he's actually listening, But in usually for men, it's kind of like, if there's a problem in your life, then you want to take care of that problem because you want to get right back on your feet. You want to face the problem and just obliterate it. That's what I think. What do you think?
I mean, obviously, I don't think you should be like.
If it's serious,
you shouldn't lie to them, right? And you should admit, obviously, things could, obviously things could go wrong, but it doesn't really matter in the end,
If whatever you're experiencing has led to you treating your spouse poorly or whatever, you should own up to that and apologize for whatever thing. And
because we're not saying just to bundle all those emotions and keep it inside or whatever and let it spill out into bursts of abuse and stuff like that, because we're just saying at the not hold it in, I guess, but like we just said, accept it, because when you don't want to accept it, that's the way you sort of manifest that.
Yeah. So but I do want to make it a point, like if you're treating your spouse poorly, tell them, look, I kind of feel a little off or whatever. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Kind of like, I'm sorry. I have no excuse to act this way. Instead of being like, it's because I feel like this. Just hug me, please. No, sorry. I've been acting like a jerk, and I intend not to do that again. That was a fault on my part. I love you. Please.
Take me back!
Okay.
Sorry.
I get angry more frequently than most people I know. Yeah, I would say so. I would say strong agree.
But I know people who do get angry, though. Maybe halfway agree.
Okay, halfway agree. Because I guess, I mean, when I feel angry, whatever, it's like, I don't always act on it. A lot of times, like, if I'm a little mad, I kind of try to joke around to kind of, just calm myself down. But I don't really, burst out in anger.
This is a question you already got, so I'll just skip through this one.
Well, what was it, though? About cooking and cleaning, if you should know how to do that. Is that a good thing or bad thing? And you say it's a mild agree? I mean, sorry, a mild disagree. Oh, strong disagree. Okay.
This is one that we already got through, too. I get angry more frequently than most people I know. I'd say in the middle. I don't really think I'm that, you know.
A guy who doesn't fight back when others push him around is weak. I'd say so. Yeah. Strong agree.
Okay, even if I am angry, I try to talk about tense situations with people without letting them know I'm angry. Yeah, usually, I guess the way I tried... Well, the thing is that every time it comes to this point, I think about it so much beforehand so that I don't get angry. So that, you know, all my anger spills out right there. And then I go to the person, and usually, for some reason, the way I deal with anger is by just making jokes. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. But I always do that. So yeah, I think I try not to let people know I'm angry. I think I really do.
I dislike the thought of homosexuals working in jobs where they might serve as role models for children. For example, school teacher, sports coach, etc. Strong agree. I dislike that.
Okay. I am entitled to more respect than the average person. Oh, all the way, brother. I'm just kidding. No, I think, honestly, I think everyone has the same value, but different people are entitled to different degrees of respect, you know? Because a priest, you know, you demands more, you know, that demands more respect than for just an average person, you know? And, you know, goes higher up in the ranks. So... No, I don't think that I am entitled to more respect than an average person.
I would be willing to steal $1 million if I knew I would never get caught. Strong disagree. I have Catholic morals. I do not believe in stealing. Thou shalt not steal.
Amanda talks about a lot about his worries, fears, and problems. Shouldn't really get respect. Well, it depends, because I think it is good to consult with people if you have a problem. But if you're a guy who's complaining, you see, there's a difference. I think if you're complaining about your situations and that's like the only thing you talk about,
yeah.
Then the reason why I think you're not a man, I mean, you're not that manly, is because you're not really taking ownership of your situation.
Yeah.
And you just want to complain about it because you feel bad about it. And you want other people to sort of, I guess, sympathize for you and try to. You want others to feel bad for you. You want that attention because you're not doing things right. You know.
What if we compare it to like a battlefield, right? Of course, you're in charge of a certain platoon and you're having certain problems, right, with achieving the goal.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. It's like, bro, you're not achieving the goal. Mm-hmm. So you have to go consult with people who might know better than you. And so you go with them, but you're not going to be like, oh, it's so hard. I'm so tired and it's so cold out here. Oh, the water. Oh, why do we have to always be in water?
Oh, the pain.
Agony. Yeah, no. He's going to, what you have to do is you have to go to that person, right? And they'll actually give you good things. Good advice, and if it's truly good, then you should follow it, and that's how you solve the problem. You know what I mean? Same thing when you go to your spouse. You're not going to be complaining. You're going to acknowledge a problem and, either come up with a solution. If there no solution is immediately apparent, then of course we always resort to prayer, and that's it. And oftentimes your spouse can give you good solutions, especially if you married the right one. So there you go. I don't know.
No, yeah. And that's why you're gonna make the decision at the end.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm gonna listen to my wife to see what she has to say, because oftentimes she has a unique perspective, something that I didn't think about. And that's often, it's not only with your wife, it's with everyone, even in a work situation. Everybody has their own take, and oftentimes they have a better take than you do. But obviously you have to, since you're the man of the household, you're the commander, you're the head of the household. You're going to have the last decision, and you're going to choose what's the best for everyone. You're not going to choose what benefits you most, because since you are the leader, you're supposed to die to yourself. You're supposed to be looking after what's best for your family. What's best for your family? Faith. right? The morals, reasonable education, a roof over their heads. You know what I mean? All these good family values. So that's all I was gonna say on that. Okay, question 12. I would never accept a bribe, even if it were very large. No, I think strong.
I mean,
disagree.
yes.
I mean, yes, I would. Okay. Yeah, yes, I would never accept a bribe.
Yeah.
Strong agree.
Okay, I wouldn't pretend to like someone just to get them to do favors for me. No, I wouldn't. I would never pretend to like someone just to get them to do favors for me, because that's honestly just like that's psychopathic, you know. I don't even know the right word for that, because I'm not well studied in that, but that's honestly just very selfish.
Yeah.
And that's sort of, I don't know, that's just very diabolical.
It's manipulative.
It's very manipulative. And I don't know if I'm a manipulative person, but I don't try to be.
I don't think you are. I think you're similar to me in the sense that it's hard for us to be nice anyways. And it's not because we don't like people, we love people. It's just we're kind of just focused on our own thing. So we're not as charismatic as we should be, or whatever. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah. I think
but it's all for the sake of creating that relationship with a person versus I need to get what I need out of this person.
Yeah.
So I need to be nice to them. No. It's creating that relationship so that both of you guys go closer to God.
I mean, because I think I am nice to people.
Yeah.
But the thing is that once they ask me a certain question that I know they're not going to like my answer to,
yeah,
I'm still going to say what I think, because, that means I truly care for this person. I'm not going to be nice and just pretend that I agree with them, and I'm going to, because I'm going to be agreeing with something that I don't believe. And I think that has happened in the past, and people sort of oh man, this guy's a little weird,
Did he really just say that? Or what?
Huh?
Are they did he really just say that?
Yeah. But I mean, I think people usually know what I'm gonna say.
So yeah. Like people know that you're kind of an open book. Like you'll say what you really mean, what you really think. So that's good. I mean, at least they know they have someone to turn to who will be honest with them.
Yeah. So no, I would not pretend. Wait. Yes, I agree. These are confusing sometimes.
I wouldn't be tempted to use counterfeit money, not even if I were sure I could get away with it. Well, temptations come, to everyone in every shape and size, but I just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Disagree. Oh wait, I wouldn't be tempted. So agree that I wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that happened one time.
Really?
I wasn't tempted to do anything, but there was a bunch of counterfeit money coming in the mail when I worked. Anyways, it was a huge box, dude, and everybody came out to see it because the box fell and broke and just exploded with all this counterfeit money. It was really funny, but yeah, no. So I wouldn't be tempted. So I wouldn't be tempted to use counterfeit money. Now I know for sure because that's happened.
Okay, men should be the ones to bring money home to provide for the families, and not women.
Bring home the bacon.
The breadwinner. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think we've talked about that a lot on our podcast, so I'll just continue.
It does not bother me to see homosexual couples out in public. It hardcore bothers me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. This is nasty, bro. Why you outside in public, dude? There were a bunch of kids out here. Go back inside to where to whatever cave you crawled out of. That's bad, dude. That's bad. It's what?
I know. It's just really funny because it's true.
It's scandal.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I saw a homosexual couple when I was a kid or whatever. And I was like, what the heck? You know what I mean? I was just like...
Well, I mean, the first time I ever saw anything like that was, I remember, we just put the cable on, and then everyone else went to go do their own thing. But the TV was on, I was the only one watching. And it was this, Tokyo race car movie.
Mm.
And at one point, I was, probably, 9 years old or 8 years old. And at one point, this, two girl agents started making out, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I never saw anything like that before,
Yeah, man, it's
scandalous. But the thing is that as soon as I saw it, I was like, I knew it was bad, but I just didn't know why it was bad, So, yeah. Okay, a real man should have as many sexual partners as he can. Disagree. A real man is faithful to his wife.
I just had the same one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So hardcore disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a man should be faithful to his spouse and shouldn't engage in the marital act if he's not married. So there you go. Strong disagree. Yeah. Your turn. Oh, should I go again?
Yeah.
It is easy to make me angry.
Depends on who it is.
Depends on who it is. I mean, I'll mildly disagree with that. I mean, mildly agree with that, just because we kind of ribald on each other all the time, and yeah, like we get angry pretty easily, but it's an exciting kind of anger. It's like a game. But anyways, it's pretty funny.
If a guy has a girlfriend or wife, he deserves to know where she is at all times. I think obviously this question should be two different questions because a girlfriend and a wife are completely different,
Exactly.
And so obviously if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, there's no true you haven't given each other completely to one another.
Yeah.
So that you guys are still two different,
You're not one flesh yet.
Yeah, you're not one flesh yet. So it doesn't really matter, Obviously, you don't want them to be out cheating on you or anything like that because, I mean, once you find out that they're doing,
of course you want to know. Of course you want to know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Of course you want to know that, but the thing is that at that point you're becoming obsessive and you're not, I guess, I don't know. It's just this weird like obsession of wanting to know where they are at all times, and it's sort of like an insecurity.
Yeah, I was about to say it's an
because at that point you're like, man, you don't trust her, basically.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys should be honest with each other, just on basic levels, like where do you like to go often or whatever. Like if this girl's partying every night, then why are you dating her? Like it doesn't make sense. She's around a bunch of guys. Just end the relationship, and date someone who's actually serious. But vice versa with the girl. If the guy was just partying on it, like he's with a bunch of girls, like what do you expect? What do you expect that he's gonna be loyal if he's partying with a bunch of girls who probably if depending if he's attractive or not. But anyways, so yeah.
Yeah, but for a wife, I mean, you want to know where she is just because you want to make sure she's safe.
Both of you guys have a right to know where each other are. I mean, it doesn't make sense like if as the man of the house you just leave like without saying anything. Your wife's gonna be worried for you. Like what the heck? Where were you?
So I guess I'll just leave this in the middle because I mean,
well the question is split up between girlfriend and wife.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you can't really give much of an answer. If I discovered a friend was gay, I would consider ending the friendship. Well, right away I would say I would agree, but it depends what you mean by gay.
Well, I wouldn't want them around my kids.
For sure.
I wouldn't want them around my kids.
For sure. And that's the thing is that there's no such thing as quote unquote gay people. It's if somebody has some sort of attraction to the same sex or whatever, and they act on that and they accept it and they what I mean, they adopt it. It's like, why would I want that person as my friend or around?
And I'm pretty sure I would have discovered he was gay before because they act way different. So yeah, I got the same question. So I would put.
So it depends what you mean by gay.
I put middle agree
because what if there's this guy he kind of like he's like.
What if he has some tendencies and he opens up to you?
He opens up to you. He's like, look,
but he's looking for help.
This is something that I'm struggling with. I reject it, in Jesus' name, and I really want to work on my manhood and to become more of a man. You know what I mean?
But for sure, no, I think for sure, like there's gonna be a different type of relationship.
Yeah, it would definitely make the relationship a little bit different for sure.
So I think next. Wait, let me skip through this real quick. Okay. My partner and or friends expect me to use violence to defend my reputation if I have to. No, I don't think so. I think they just see me and they're like...
Oh, your reputation.
I think they see me and they're like, yeah, this guy's gonna beat him up, but... I mean, they were just kidding, you know, but... So, no, I don't think they ever expect me.
Like, just for your reputation?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it just for my reputation.
I mean, I guess like some sort of aggression, like, you know, like just to set things right. Like, hey,
Wait, but it said violence.
but it's not. Yeah, exactly.
I would use confrontation.
A husband shouldn't have to do household chores. Well, it depends, especially when you have a pregnant wife who's already taking care of a not even a 1-year-old, which is my situation. Obviously, I will always have to help, and not only that, like I said earlier in the podcast, like. If I'm the head of the household and I'm in charge of everything that's going on, and I see that somebody needs help doing this or that, then I'm gonna help them. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm in charge of the whole thing, think of it as a business. I remember a lot of times when I was working, like for example at UPS, right, and we were struggling big time. You know what I mean? Like boxes and boxes and boxes were coming down the chute. Boom, 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 and we were working our butts off, and we were pretty fast at what we did, and we're just you know kind of especially at the beginning because I wasn't as good at the beginning, and I was just kind of falling behind a little bit, and then the manager would come and he would actually jump in and start loading, and he was pretty masterful. He was, you know, anyways, he was really good at his job. Of course I'm gonna help with household chores. Especially when I see that my spouse is struggling or whatever, she's my helpmate, so she's helping me do all this. And especially if I have more time on my hands, like and you're put there to, you know, your job, like our Lord, you know what I mean? He put down his life for the whole church, for the salvation of our souls. And in the same way, I'm gonna put down my life and I'm gonna you know help our family to the best of my ability. I mean, it's not like maybe it might not be the best example, but like if I let my wife do all of the like teaching the kids or whatever, the homeschool or whatever, it's like, no, I'm in charge of that. I'm the head teacher, so of course I'm gonna be teaching my kids and helping them to learn how to read. Of course they're gonna learn from me because I'm the head of the house. Anyways, so yeah. So a husband shouldn't have to do household chores. I would disagree. Yeah, slightly, you know, because obviously you do have a helpmate, and you know they're supposed to help you.
Okay, men should use violence to get respect if necessary. It depends, because honestly, like for example, St. John Bosco has talked about like disciplining children, and he says that, you know, spanking, I guess that's a form of violence. Spanking should be used only at the, you know, when there's like no other means of disciplining this child, you know. But even when you do that, you still do it with charity, meaning you don't do it with anger, and you do it because you truly care for this person and you want them to know, and you have to make sure that they know that, and that they know that you truly care for them. And it's not like, you see, this is for your own good, you know. I just love you. That's why I'm beating you, you know. It should be done actually charitably. And so I think it could... I put like slightly necessary. Men should use violence to get respect. But only slightly. But it's not like... it's like for the last means, you know?
Well, but you're talking about the kids, right?
Yeah, it's in respect to kids.
But this question is directed like to everything. Like if you want respect in the world, you have to use violence.
Well, no.
Well, exactly.
So
when you look at the question that way, it actually changes it.
I should strongly disagree, because if you truly are, you know, you truly earned respect, you don't need violence. You know, if you're truly if you are a respectable person, you shouldn't demand it.
By the quality of your character. That's how you become someone who's worthy of respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not something that
respect isn't something you demand. It's something that you
and it's not an empty shell.
Yeah,
it's something that actually has substance to it. Like, this person really deserves respect. It's not like Like, oh, that guy might kill me, so I'm gonna respect him. Anyways, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Having a lot of money is especially important to me. Not more than is necessary. So no, not really. Like, of course, everyone likes money, and it helps with this or that. It gives you this luxury or that luxury, but it's not especially important to me.
And I think that also money is so easy to corrupt a person's heart. And so for me, I mean, as of now, I don't think I've been corrupted by money, but that's because I don't have a lot of money, you know. But I don't want to get to know if I could get corrupted by money, you know. Yeah. All I know is that human nature is weak, and I am human, so my nature is weak, and I don't even want to test that. So I just pray to God that I just have enough money in life to get through. So it's same for me. It's not important.
I don't know. Was it the Saints who said that a wealthy man is him who has the bare minimum, and then if you have any more than that, then it's like unnecessary, something like that.
I haven't heard of that one, but sure. Okay, men should figure out their personal problems on their own without asking for others for help. I think we've already answered this, you know, when we were answering other questions. I think it is important that they ask others because it requires a degree of humility.
Exactly.
Because you sort of have to be vulnerable with this person that you're asking. And that's important for someone. You can't be a good man if you're prideful. And also other people, you have to be humble also because you have to understand that other people have advice that is good, you know?
Exactly. If you think that your advice is the best advice, then it's likely that it's not true.
Yeah. So yeah, it is very important that men ask others for help. Okay, I get a lot of pleasure from owning expensive luxury goods. You know, honestly, when I get something, I feel really good when it's coming, and I open it, and then I get it, I put it on or whatever, and then it goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, I experienced the same thing where like you're kind of excited and, well, I kind of enjoy it, but and then I'm like, well, it's just the jacket.
I'll just put
why did I spend so much money?
I'll put slightly agree.
Okay, so are we ready? Oh my!
What the heck? How? Okay. In deceitful and arrogance, I got 9%, and David got 16%.
Oh dang!
Supposedly the average.
I'm twice as much as you, my friend.
So we're 25%. I mean, I'm 25% less prone to deceitfulness and arrogance, and David is 18% less. And then
say that? Oh, right here. Okay.
And it says that I'm 13% more disposed to anger than the average person, and you're 38% more disposed to anger than the average person. It says I'm more heteronormative than the average person by 20%, and you are by 26%. Huh. It says 52.44% more homophobic than the average person, and you got
I'm 69.44% more homophobic than the average person.
I answered almost exactly like yours. I don't even get.
It was the slight differences. Maybe sometimes when you put strongly agree, I put a slight agree, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know? I think that's what.
So it says that I'm 45% toxic, and you're 59%.
I'm more toxic than you. I think I should get the trophy.
Okay, but here's the thing: is that I think a lot of these questions, a lot of people that think toxic masculinity,
yeah,
like when they think of a man who wants to be the head of his home, they have assumptions about them, and they think like, oh, he's a wife beater, he's a this and that, and down the line, or he won't help with chores and stuff like that. But it's not true masculinity, right?
Yeah, like I have more toxic masculinity, quote unquote, than you, but I'm willing to help my wife. I even did the dishes today, and I feel good about it. No, but I mean, these tests aren't really like the person that made this test believes in toxic masculinity in the first place. It's not a real thing, Masculinity is good in its very nature.
There's only one masculinity. The rest are
phonies.
No, the rest are
made up.
No, what is it called? Effeminate. That's a feminacy.
Yeah, there's only two things. There's a femininity and there's masculinity. Which one do you want to have? Look at me right now, brother. You want to be toxic?
You dang idiot. Anyways. Well, it looks like I think.
Want to be a soft?
I guess
strong.
I didn't expect this really. I really thought that we were gonna get like the same percentage, but I guess David is more masculine than me. I don't even get it. I thought we put like the same.
You're upset about it?
I thought we put like the same.
Oh!
I thought we put like the same things. We agreed on everything, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Homophobia, 96%. Nice.
I'm 79%. Anyways. Okay. I wish I was more homophobic. Anyways. Well, I guess David won. And I didn't win, but I think that was all for today, folks. Comment if you think these test results are true. Do you think David's actually manlier than me? Or do you think I'm manlier?
Let's see who can scream louder. Who can do like a gym scream better? Who wants to go first?
Wait, Rebecca's gonna walk in with the baby right now. David, we don't need to scream.
I guess I'm just a little bit more toxic. I'm a little bit more masculine than you.
Okay. Anyways, we are done. We're done with this quiz, and I still don't believe that David's more masculine than me. I don't believe
the masculine man is the humble man.
So okay, fine. I'll look at the facts. You're more homophobic than me. Okay,
dude, you just became more humble than I did.
Okay, but look, you're more deceitful than me. It says right there, and
I'm twice as much.
And he's more angry than me. Okay, so we all know that I'm more masculine than David.
Yeah,
because I made
for sure. You're definitely the most masculine guy I know.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not. David's more masculine.
I am?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that I was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
I feel like I'm at the Oscars or something. Thank you for this opportunity to win most toxically masculine person.
All right. Sure. Anyways, so comment, like, subscribe, and share this podcast. But tell others that the results are wrong. I'm obviously the most masculine one.
For sure.
And thank you, Dave, for being on the show.
Oh no, problem. It's a pleasure. It really is.
Okay, God bless.
Bye. Should I pretend like I have that hammer?